Welcome to my channel. This is Engelgeist. For those of you that are new here, welcome. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back. I thank you for tuning in. Oops, I just closed my, it's early here. Sorry guys. I just closed my video camera window by accident. I am here to do an unboxing this morning of the Whispers of Love Oracle cards for attracting more love into your life by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork is by Josephine Hall. These are the last of the love decks that I purchased for my February Valentine's Day pick a cards that I'm going to do today, later in the day. So I wanted to get this unboxed so that you guys could get a look at the deck and sort of get a little feeling of what's going on in the box. When the video is fully uploaded, I will include in the description box a link to where I purchased them on Amazon so that you guys can directly go and get them if there's something that interests you or that you think you might like to work with. If there are a set of cards that you think you might like to work with, that's certainly available to you. Okay. Oh, good morning, Nate. How are you? Here you go. So with the love theme, I know, well, you know, don't act like you aren't looking for love, Nate, because we all are at some level, even if we want to like pretend, myself included. Good morning, Michelle Harris. How are you? So you guys, this is just a quick unboxing of these cards to kind of get a look and a sense of what's going on inside my box. All right, so we've got the Whispers of Love. All right, so let's see what's going on. So it's a beautiful artwork. I like the artwork. I picked these off of Amazon. They are published by a company called Blue Angel. So that's always maybe a good sign, we hope. Unless that angel's really depressed, and then we've got a problem. There's nothing on inside the box top, which is okay. It's not like a deal breaker for me, but sometimes it's kind of cool to open the box top and see a little print in there. Nice little sheet of paper covering everything, makes it feel a little bit special. And then there is a nice book. The book is not super thick. The print is decent, right? It's not like super hard for me to read, and it's nice and dark, which is lovely. There's little bits of readings that happen here. So that's the card messages. In the front, obviously, there's an introduction. There's contents. Steps for using your Whispers of Love Oracle. How to use your Whispers of Love Oracle. It sounds like that would be the same thing to me. But anyways, instructions on the guidebook. Shuffling the cards. There's some instruction. Very simple relationship spreads, 3 and 4 card spreads, and then it gets into the card messages. Okay? So that gives you an idea. Oh, they are numbered. The cards are numbered. They're wrapped in a little piece of plastic around the cards, just so you know. These cards are a little bit big. They are oracle cards, which, you know, oracle cards tend to be a little bit easier to work with, I feel like, because they kind of give you a little phrase on the card. So it gives you a little bit of inspiration to work right with. But these cards do feel kind of big, like in my hand even. So if you have tiny hands, these might be a little bit difficult to handle. This is the design on the back, which is the cover art, which I really like that. I think it's very cool. And let's look at some of the cards. We'll just go through the first few, just to kind of give you guys an idea of the deck. I don't necessarily go through the entire deck, because I just think there should be some surprises for those of you that want to purchase it for yourself. So the first one is listen to your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. That's pretty. And look at, guys, they've got the shell there, like the big listen in my charm box. See, I'm telling you guys, the big listen. And they're having, I have to say, I mean, I know I cut up a little bit, but this is having like a little bit of a, you know, I'm kind of liking that it's 2 women, you know, it's sort of a little Thelma and Louise. All right, it's a little Thelma and Louise Jefferson. Oh, it's too early in the morning, folks. All right, like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Okay, bitch? Miss Fairy has just shown up to tell you, look here, ho. You want some, you know, some attention? You need to be attentive, okay? She is telling you. And she's holding some other little fairy of herself. I like how she's being loving towards herself even. Like, do you see that little mirror image of herself? Let me pull this up closer. So that would be the message in that card, is like, it's not only about, being loving towards others to attract love, but you attract love by loving yourself. Like, that's really the message of that card. So there you go. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. And then do we need to change our path, maybe? Do we need to, like, sort of look to what is going on? And there's a face there in the clouds, like a dream there in the clouds, in the far end of the clouds, if you guys see that. It's kind of cool. So, and there's lots of butterflies and birds, lots of spirit stuff in this deck. This deck is very pretty. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Okay, magic, personal magic, unicorn. Hello. Like, we don't need enough, we don't have enough unicorn energy in our life. We need more. Always. I love the swans, which are a symbol of grace. They're coupled there. They're sort of in love in the body of the unicorn. There's peacock feathers. All of these beautiful colors of sort of like, the rainbow or the chakras, the energy system. It's kind of very cool. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Look at that. Isn't that a novel thought, huh? She's got the sun beaming down on her. She's got all of these little critters that are like, bitch, feed me. But the more that it's similar to this card up here that we saw, the more that we put out love towards ourselves and those around us, the more that we attract sort of attention in positive ways. So simple acts of kindness can bring that about. You might end up being a crazy cat lady at the end of it, or judging by this card. But hey, I'm one, so we could start a club. Like, we could start a bowling league or something. So that's always available to you. Be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. Okay, I'm started getting the message that, like, we need to express love to receive love. I've heard that here, and I'm hearing that here. So, okay, maybe Angela ran out of some ideas, or maybe she's just really into giving love. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. I really love the art on this card. Just because we have the planet here and all of this stuff going on in here. We have rainbows and doves of peace. There's like a lot of stuff going on in here. Again, we have birds flying. What is that? Let me look really close. Sorry, I'm blind as a bat, guys. There's just all sorts of stuff happening here. And it's also, this card feels very grounded, like grounding in that love, right? Sending that sort of energy down and putting it out to the entire world and all of its contents, right? Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Look at her just getting her groove on. She is feeling herself. Self-love is wonderful. I bet it is, Natalia, you dirty birdie. Hey, Katriana Saunders. The stand? You like the stand? This is actually, you know what this stand is? This stand is really simple. I got it off of Amazon. It's a playing card stand. It wasn't very expensive. And it's made for, like, I think elderly bingo player, or not bingo, sorry, bridge players or something. It's just a playing card stand. I bought 2 of them. And so it just makes, it's nice for when I'm wanting to, show a bunch of cards really quickly. It allows me to do about 8 or so, depending on the size of the deck. So, yeah, that's my card stand. It's natural wood, so I thought that was nice to have with the cards. I also have metal folding stands, too, that I use sometimes, which are sort of pretty, little wrought iron stands. But you can get it off of Amazon, just so you know. Good morning, Bob Jakowski. How are you? Long time no see. All right. So that's some of the cards to give you an idea of this deck. I will do a little card pull for us this morning from the Whispers of Love, just to sort of see what comes up, and we'll read the definition from the book. I'll do a little interpretation of what I see in the card and what it makes me think of, and then read the actual book definition so we can get just a sense of sort of what's in the book versus what's in the cards, right? So let's look here. What does Spirit want us to know from the Whispers of Love deck? Okay, so the cards shuffle very nicely right out of the gate, I have to say that. They're not super glossy. They've kind of got a matte finish to them. So they've got a little stick to them, but they shuffle quite quietly. if that makes any sense. They're a little bit as large as they are for my hands. Like people with smaller hands might have a harder time handling this deck, but they're not, they're not unruly. Does that make sense? They feel they shuffle nicely, very smoothly. They come together quite nice. Maybe it's just because it's whispers of love. You know, maybe the intention was set with these cards when they were created to just be calm and peaceful. That's a nice idea and thought, huh? Good morning, Lisa. How are you? I am well, Bob. I hope you're doing well, too. All right, one more shuffle, and let's see what the Whispers of Love have to say. Oh, beautiful. So, miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So, when I look at this card, to me, I feel like miracles and blessings are sometimes very physical things, but they can also kind of be unquantifiable, is sort of where this art takes me to. This sort of like spiritual nature of her being kind of the spirit, or she feels sort of like connected to spirit. We have these leaves blowing on the wind, right? If she's focusing on the miracles and blessings in her life, sometimes they come in ways that aren't necessarily physical, right? They can be more, you know, maybe changes of thought or changes of emotion within us that are actual miracles and blessings that we don't really realize, or we sort of glance over. We're kind of maybe looking for the material miracles and blessings as a, you know, as a focus. Does that make sense? Where this card kind of feels like it's bringing me to this place of honoring the miracles and blessings that maybe aren't quite as obvious, right? And so when this says everything has its gift, it's like finding that more, I don't know if ethereal is the right word or temporal, but like those sort of miracles and blessings that affect us daily that might be more subtle or might not necessarily be, you know, like a windfall of cash or somebody behaving in the way we want them to. Those are more physical nature, like blessings or, you know, achievements, or I wouldn't call them achievements, but do you know what I'm saying? Sorry, it's early, guys, but this card feels to me like it's connecting more to a sense of spiritual blessings, a sense of spiritual miracles, a sense of like getting to know oneself or getting to know the energy around yourself and having it work in your favor and feeling connected to it, feeling in line with it, like she's sort of releasing whatever it is that she doesn't need out into the universe, and the universe is picking it up and taking it away from her, right? And that in and of itself is a miracle, right? Sometimes when we can just sort of let go of what we think we need and be open to whatever we are receiving and really appreciative of that, we can find the miracles and blessings in that, right? And we can be receiving signals, you know, not only energetically, emotionally, mentally, and that's what I feel like this card is more about. It's not necessarily about the physical, because she sort of feels like she's not of this world, and that's where it takes me to this idea of blessings that come to us in more, I don't know what the right word is, excuse me, when they come to us in more sort of unquantifiable ways, right? So let me look up this card. It is card number 13. Numerologically, that goes down to a 4, which is about stability. So I would definitely think that finding your miracles and blessings could lead you to a place of stability. So page 29. Page 29. So I'm going to read this to you just so that we can see what the difference is in their definition or their description of this card and what I said. So it says, miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. You drew this card because there are many miracles happening in your life right now. The angels are asking you to look at how things are. Look again. You will find that your life is filled with miracles and blessings. Reflect on who you are and your journey to this point. Recognize and accept the blessings that have occurred in your life. Situations that were not ideal brought their own gifts and lessons. Your existence began with the spark of a miracle. Continual blessings and miracles continue to show up in the smallest of ways. Be willing to receive these gifts. An ethereal goddess with flowing hair reaches to catch a leaf from the various leaves floating near her grasp. Hair can represent thoughts or reasoning. Check in with your self-talk and beliefs. Are you open to a miracle? Be ready for the unexpected. I like that card. I'm going to take that card. I think we should all take that card and be ready for the unexpected today. Go out into your day, find the miracles and blessings, be open to them. Remember that they're not necessarily always going to be physical in nature or quite so obvious. That's maybe the word I'm looking for. It is early. But I do feel like there's this sort of etherealness to this card that says it's more about a connection to the blessings of spirit and the honoring of that, right? So that is your card from this deck for today, or whatever day you watch this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Monica. It is a beautiful card. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I will be on this morning. The forecast will go off, as I said, as a premiere on YouTube at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 9 Eastern, and I believe 6 a.m. Pacific. There will be a chat with the premiere. So you guys can join in that only at the first broadcast. So if you want to tune in and chat with us, you certainly can. I might do another one of these really quick, because not only do we have the Whispers of Love, we also have this deck, which I have been using and need to open up, which is the Whispers of Healing. So there's a lot of fucking whispering going on around here, I'm just saying. I wish people would speak the hell up. It's bad enough that I can't see, but I got all of these, decks whispering at me. So I'm going to try and get a video up for this one too, so that this is taken care of. And I will see you guys soon. I'll be in the chat room at 8 for the premiere of today's forecast. And you guys can follow me on Instagram at Engelgeist333 if you'd like. You can support me by liking this video, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the heart button. On Facebook, please follow my business page, share this video out, and really go out and have a great day full of miracles and blessings, okay? Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all soon. All right, bye-bye. Pacific, I said, Andrew, shut up. I said Pacific, I didn't say specific. All right, you guys, have a good day. Bye.